Convention of States is a volunteer grassroots organization that is trying to use Article 5 of the U.S. Constitution. And we came here and we showed how that convention can be done and done successfully. We did it in 2 days. The real thing will be months long and will be one of the greatest historical events in the entire history of the United States of America. What surprised me was actually the fact that all of the commissioners from all 50 states very quickly came to behave and take their roles seriously as a real Article 5 convention. We were, of course, doing a simulation of sorts, but we took it seriously like it was indeed the real deal. We broke up into 3 committees. So I was on the jurisdiction committee. We really addressed and discussed and debated proposed amendments. Today, the entire group met, discussed amendments proposed by all 3 of the committees. We wound up passing 11 or 12 amendment proposals that would be sent to the states for ratification, and that included the one that I had authored, and I was proud, humble, elated, excited, and just in just jubilation that I was considered and respected enough that it got through the process. I learned so much about how this process works, and that it does work, and it can work, and it will work when the convention is called. My attitude about the actual convention is partially based on the fact that I'm 76 years old, and I'm not a young guy, and every day is a blessing, and I may not be alive when the convention is called, but it will be called. And I take the lesson of Moses, who did not get to the promised land himself, but the Hebrew people did. All of my work for COS is for my children and grandchildren, though they may not understand it or appreciate it, but it is for them and their posterity. In the state of Illinois, we are a donor state when it comes to money. We send more to Washington than we get back, and every dollar that we get back has strings attached. There are controls imposed by the federal government that tell our legislators how to spend that money. So if we can reduce that burden, the burden of federal jurisdiction, and bring that power back to the state, back to the people, then the state of Illinois can do what works in Illinois, which may be different from what works here in Texas, or works in California, or Alaska, or New York. Each of the 50 states is unique and should be a laboratory of democracy.